Let's go. TWB, think with Bookmaps, baby. Let's get it. Live RTH. You don't know what you're missing, what you're waiting for. Live RTH. You don't know what you're missing, what you're waiting for. Alex guys, you are trading on liquidity and order flow. You gotta know the flow. Live setups, bro, that's all you need. Pro insights, how you get them profits up. He ain't trying to be your mentor. He ain't trying to sell you a course. He's here to show you what you never see before. Once you get it, it's a cheat code. You don't know what you're missing, what you're waiting for. Live RTH. You don't know what you... Bookmaps, 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 bookmaps. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, everybody's favorite community. The Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Yeah, Think with Bookmaps community, man. It's the TWB community. It's the TWB community, man. Yeah, it's the TWB community. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. All these guys are saying where the females at, man. I'm saying, bro, what are you on about, man? I'm trying to trade futures in here, bro. We trade futures, man. This is futures trading. If you wanna go find a girlfriend, then go on Tinder, bro. Go on Tinder, go on Hinge, go on some other app, bro. We trade futures in here. Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps community, man.
Good morning. Y'all ready to get the day started? How's everyone doing? Oh man, what a night, huh? Got a lot of movement last night. We certainly have some sort of a range. We got FOMC today. Big day, big day. So. Good morning, K-Mac. Opening bell starts at about 8 minutes. One of the questions I have for you as viewers is, what do you do prior to coming to the trade table, to your phone to trade? What is it exactly that you do? K-Mac, you eat, take kids to school, talk to the wife. Okay. All right. You guys do like quick meditation session before you get on the charts or look at the market, what's going on through the feelings, emotions. A lot of us go through that. Is what I'm trying to get at is like when we come to the trading table or the trading desk, we sit here and we go, well, magic 8-ball. You know, we're sitting there trying, will the market go down? Oh, maybe. It doesn't work that way, right? We all know that. But sometimes it's right, because you know, a coin flip is heads at least once every. You can get 1 out of 2 coin flips, maybe, possibly, statistically. You're here for the silver party? Yeah, silver's rocking. Oh my goodness, it's rocking right up. It's a rocket to the moon. Some of the things that we have to understand when we look at the market is like kind of one of my setups is I look at Bookmaps, I look at the MACD, I look at current trend, I look at different time frames, I look at, you know, kind of where price has been, where it can go, support, resistances. So when I come to the chart, I look and draw out my supports and resistances. A lot of people use a lot of different indicators that they're looking for that golden indicator to tell them where price is going to be going. And that doesn't always work. Sometimes we get caught up in wanting it to be easy. And we want trading to be as easy as possible. And it's not necessarily being lazy. It's just I want to pick a direction that somebody may have done a call out in and just have them be right? You know, you just want to be able to enter the market and be right. And that doesn't always happen. And of course, especially if you're taking a call out, you just want it to feel easy. And you just don't want to think about it sometimes. And that's not trading. You know, that's definitely not trading. So it's kind of one of those situations. You know, you want to take that signal, you want to kind of get in that point where you're just like, you know what? I'll follow this guy because I don't want to look at the histogram and I don't want to think about it. Painful. Can be painful. The pain in losing money or risking what you work for. Just all in all, you put your blood, sweat, tears, time, and you trade your time. You sell your time to make the money that you made in your life. Unless you're inheriting a bunch of money from going about your life prior. So it's like, okay, so why is it that we have so much animosity, nervousness, anxiety towards trading? It's because, well, for one, nobody told us or taught us how to make a trade plan. And then, of course, as we become better traders, we build that trade plan. And then what? Well, we start to learn who we are when we trade. We start to learn that stuff. Like, honestly, you start to learn who you are as a trader, how you treat money, how you see the market. You start to learn that. And you understand what you start to learn. You have to go through those things in order to know your faults and your mistakes when you're building your trade plan. And, you know, have you ever been in a trade where you're up $500, your goal was 1,000, and say, for instance, you wanted 20 points, right, on the market, and you were like, oh, okay, well, I want 20 points. But the issue is that the market went only to 10. And you're like, well, should I get out? You see the profit counter, you're like, oh, it's starting to turn around. And you're not really sure, because nobody can really predict this market and what it's going to do at any point in time. You're not really sure if you should take profit, break even. You know, you want to stick to your trade plan. But say you did stick to your trade plan and price turned around and went right back up to the price you went. Would that put you in tilt? And I know sometimes it might put me in tilt. Be like, oh, if I would have just held it, what the heck, Ryan, blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, really, it's just kind of one of those situations where you're like throwing your hands up and going, why did I exit so early? Is that fear? Is that fear of missing out on your profit that you just made, the 10 points? But then some days you get in and you're like, okay, 20 points is my TP, and market goes up to 15 points and retraces and never comes back. And goes straight to your stop loss. But that's where you have to understand that a trade plan is super important when you come to the market. We got about a minute, 38 seconds before we get started. So I'm going to let things work out. Never go broke taking profit. Right. That is one way to say it. There is a counteractive wording to that, KMac. Let this market open up. Here we go. I need a ding, ding, ding. All right, let's look at the economic news. You know, they sit here, they have let's see. We haven't come out with really much any news right now. Still kind of waiting. Today is Wednesday. We got we got Bank of Interest Rate decision for Canada in about 15 minutes. That's a red folder event. So we'll see what Canada wants to do. Never go broke taking profit. That's where I finished there. So now, of course, you never go broke taking profit, but when you really, really think of it, is do you really make any money if you take profit at a lower rate? Do you really, is that your trade plan? You know, it's like, I've gotten into trades. I remember I've gotten into trades where I'd make 200, 300 bucks, right? And I'm not talking about futures, options. And if I would have held the trade, I would have made 10 times that amount. And being that I do this and sit in front of the market as much as I do, I sit here and I think to myself, I go, man, if I would have just made that 2 G's. But was that part of my trade plan? No. So I go back to the idea of a trade plan. Taking profit early, is that included in your trade plan? Are you making up your trade plan as you go? Those are some of the things that you have to understand. The reason why you have a trade plan is because you understand yourself enough to know that what puts you on tilt. What just keeps you entering the market, exiting the market based off of feeling, emotions, and what you see. And then, of course, you do get to that level where you do see and feel, start feeling the rhythm of the market. Fair enough. Fair enough, Mac. Okay, Mac. You got it. Yeah. And then, of course, yes, you can always think, I can always get back in. So, but sticking to the trade plan, your identity is not the market. Your identity is the trade plan. So you find your identity and what you go back to, and you will learn more as you keep continuing to trade in the future, and you'll pretty much start to memorize your trade plan. And you'll take trades based off of how you see the market, and if it is your trade plan, if you see the trade, put it on. I think that a lot of people try to understand, well, man, you make $500-600 and you make a trade plan and you stick to it, and you're like, well, if you don't stick to the trade plan, well, what is it going to do? What can it do? Get you on this idea that you could just enter and exit the market anytime you want. And that's fine, because that's what you can do. But it's like, you need structure when you're trading. You do need structure. So let's look at the options chain for QQQ real quick. So we got the average volume right now is about 3,000 on the left, 5,000 on the puts. So we're kind of imbalanced. We have an imbalance for puts below us. We could get a little bounce here to retest the higher on QQQ. I think they're going to keep moving a little lower, but today I'm trading a 25K static out of Elite Trader Funding. It's a $2,000 profit goal. I get to use 2 minis, so hopefully I can make something of it. It's 5 days to pass. I think it's only like a $20 account. Right now they have 90% off. So I have my max drawdown of $1,000. So let's see how that goes. Just pumping down. Still going lower. 25.6, 25.580, 550. All right, so we have yet to test 25.699.75, which was the previous day close. So I'd like to see that be retested. So I'm gonna probably look for a long back to that level, or I'm patient enough, probably short from there, or both. Who knows? Nice little pump up there, back from 580. Still rocking it up. Right back up to open. All right, let's see how it reacts here at the 20 EMA. See if we come back down. I mean, that was a invalidating bullish candle. Now let's see if we can't keep this thing rolling. Deltas are turning red on book maps. We got some pretty balanced pressure, volume pressure. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. We do have some news in about 5-6 minutes. So Canadian interest rate decision. So a lot of FOMCs for different countries.
Order filled. Order filled.
Beautiful trade. Put me up $591 as a $600 win. Using ATM of 60 tick take profit and a 40 tick stop loss. You know, just base hits, guys, base hits, especially during regular trading hours. And now I can just sit on my hands. I just made 600 bucks in a minute. What else is there to do? Nice retest of the VWAP there. Looking like we're going a little higher. We'll see if we can't get up to 25,699.75 here with this gap. So Right, who's in a trade? Who's looking to get in this trade at the VWAP? Deltas on Bookmaps are going red. We got a iceberg there for 20 that we just, looks like we just filled, mixed in with a couple other icebergs. About 7 seconds for the 5 minute to close. Here we go. We're gonna come out with some news right now. We got about 1 second. All right, going right back to the VWAP. The V-shaped recovery. Okay, looking for a break of this pivot. And this resistance here on this pivot. Go look at the 15. Wow, nice wick down. That's a sweep on the 15. All right, we're teasing the VWAP and the 200 EMA coming up. We did get that news. Looks like they came in as forecasted for the interest rate decision for Canada. So let's just take a peek at all of it. Just watch the market. Testing that pivot. Reversing. Nice little reversal there. MACD still needs to cross over the 0-0 threshold, so All right, let's check this out. Did you hear about the new restaurant on the moon? You know, the food was great, but there's just no atmosphere. Check out our dad jokes in the chat. Just type dad to get that going. Reversal here at the pivot 25,665. We tested it and seems to have sold off 30 points pretty quickly. I don't see a left shoulder to be made, so just a retest of the V-shaped recovery.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Hmm.
Order rejected. Order filled.
Oh man. Never really know.
Order filled.
All right. Up $1,000. Some good trades there. I'm gonna keep this one for tomorrow. Not bad on a 25K. Up $1,000 on that one. Struggling at that 5 EMA. Looking at the 5-minute chart here, kind of still pushing lower. 15, just wow, just straight up. Last 2 and 3 hours, 3 hours and, or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's almost 2 hours. Been red, 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 red. Did make a higher low. Time to sit on the hands of $1,000. Profit target's 2K within 5 days on this elite trader funding, 25K. 90% off. They're one step in statics. 25 days of Christmas, they're advertising, and then their Discord has like poker games you can play for free evals. This is how I got this eval here. Thanks, K-Mac. Average of 1 to 2 minutes of a trade. Small base hits. No, it's a elite trader funding. What's up, 60 hour? 90% off. Lucid is 35% off their pro and flex accounts. And then I think their direct to funding is 30% off. And then we use my promo code RMTWB. If it doesn't have a promotion on it, you can get 25% off using the code. So not much movement in the market today, at least for the last couple hours. I'm stuck in this on this pivot here, bouncing between these two pivots. I'm doing well, 60 hour. How are you doing today? Wait for that 2 o'clock time frame. All right, let's see if we will probably touch this VWAP, make a lower high, or break through it, hit the pivot. Yeah, fast forward to 2 p.m. Nah, I'm good. I'm good living in the now. Gotta live in the now. We need to make a higher high. We need to make a higher high. We need to get above 25,672.25. Definitely got to break through this VWAP and 200 EMA. Oh man. Okay, we got VWAP. It's threatening the VWAP, so we need to keep going. Get above this VWAP. In the meantime, I'm gonna look at gold. I want to see gold. I want to see what gold's doing. Looking at gold, we're at 4,228, 27.8. Let's look at silver real quick. Silver, man. I knew this was gonna blast off at some point, but now we're falling a little bit back down. Wow, that's just absolutely astronomical for silver. $60.95. Could see $60.42 here shortly. Let's see if that plays out. Looking like a W, aka head and shoulders. Rusty, let's look at the Rusty. Aye. Straight up. Let's look at the YM. Straight up. All right. I see how it is. ES. No, straight up too. Not bad on the ES. And Q, you're struggling there. Tech is not doing good today. I don't like the tech. Gotta take this phone call. Rejected the VWAP here. Heading back to my line of support that I drew earlier. Let's see, you got 4 minutes of just coming down. Although the deltas on the book is green. This is building up to make a move. No trades right now. Not even interested in getting in the market. I'm up $1,000 on this 25K that I received playing poker in the Discord for Elite Trader funding. You're allowed one every 30 days. So if you get in the first 3 placings, get to win 25K. Usually it's 25K static. So check them out. ES is moving. Lots of ES icebergs. Yeah, not moving much right now. Not moving at all. Slow hour. Put me to sleep. Anybody else trying to go to bed? Anybody in a trade? Anybody just watching the market? Flat, traded silver more today. Okay. Can't blame you for trading silver. Plan was a shorted, of course. I wasn't ready for open and I didn't do my plan A. Morph scalps. Yeah, not much going on the NQ today. YM, the Rusty, Silver, Gold, ES even. Yeah, NQ's not doing anything. Pushing up now. Let's see if we can get through the. There it goes. VWAP and 200 EMA. Nice little push there. See if we can keep moving. We got a low, higher low, higher low. See if we get through here and get above the 200 EMA. Nope. Hmm. Oh. Morning, DK. Been pretty slow. Not much moving in the market except for on the NQ anyway. It's about the only future that's not moving right now. Well, I'm gonna take a quick snack. I'll be right back. Oh, I leave for 2 seconds. Everybody wants to leave. I'm back. You know, sometimes waiting for the right setup just takes time. Well, this first hour of trading has been uneventful. Good push down. I'm up $1,000 in my $25,000 account from Elite Trader Funding. Probably can hear a little bit of the Bookmap in the background. Let me cut that out a little bit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see. All right, NQ is getting kind of boring. Let's look at gold. What's happening with gold? 4,223 on the dot. Looking like we're staying below the 200 EMA. We have a pivot here at 4,228.50 with a VWAP 4,230.20. I mean, with the way things are going in the precious metals setup, I think it'd be a good time to buy that. I mean, we can probably go long here. Let me try. I'm gonna try put on some micros for gold. I want to trade some gold. That's okay. Anybody want to watch me trade some gold? Let's trade some gold, huh? Let me double check. All right, cool. We can execute that. I think we're gonna go right up to this gap. Let's do this. On the EMA is crossed. You get that 920 to cross the EMA there. We gotta retest it at some point. Do 2 micros. I don't have an ATM there. Looking for that retest on the 920 cross EMA. Like to try to get into it there. It didn't want to let me in at the 920 cross right away. Let's see if I can get get back into it. The NQ finally start moving? No, still stuck underneath the VWAP and the 200 EMA. We'll come back to gold. Hmm. What's the ES doing? What are you doing? Oh wow, ES is pulling off from the highs. They get the, this is funny, they get the 200 EMA and the VWAP to cross and then they dump. Makes no sense. Very unusual. I wonder if they cup out. And the NQ's losing it too. See if the NASDAQ let's stick around. But NASDAQ's at 25,608. Looks like we'll go right to 600. ES is pulling up. Right back to the pivot. Right back to that pivot. 25,595. Still moving lower. Did we get some news? Is there some news right now? Let's see, economic calendar. We did. We did get some crude oil information. Is CL doing anything right now? CL? Oil dumped off. Bear flag. Wow, look at that. Oil just ripped lower. Shh. Oh man, $57 a barrel. And Q just went lower. There it goes, rip right through that pivot. All right, so we got a support here, 25, 587.75. Let's see if we bounce off that support, come back, or keep rolling down to test low of day. I think test of low of day looks good. I think that's something to look forward to. Yeah, hour. 90% off Apex. Oh boy. That's a great deal. %90 off evals. What's the reset fees? I wonder. Hmm. $90 off. $65 activation. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, pretty much it's gonna be $19.60 to buy 150K. Still going lower. And it's just selling off. Well, it looks like it's hitting something there. And some sort of support. Somebody made money on the NQ. All right, well, let's see. Currently it is 10:41 on the Eastern Seaboard, doing some sort of a sweep here at low of day. All right, let's sweep that up. Sweep, sweep. Sweeping that wick. You know what I haven't done? She needs a donut. We need to come up and get this donut. She's hungry. NQ's hungry, okay? We need to go back up to VWAP. 200 SMA on the hourly. Oh yeah. I'm surprised we haven't touched it yet. This is the EMA. Different. Same, but different. 25,550. Still probably could go lower. Right back up. I mean, I think I'm gonna call it. To be honest with you, I'm up $1,000 on the day. Took me like 4 minutes to make, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna watch it later today at 2. I'll hop on the NQ later tonight. I think I'm gonna start transitioning to the regular trading hours YouTube. Kind of get away from extended trading hours is what I'm thinking. But get tired of looking at the charts. I just want to take a trade and log off and show that, and go through some things on the Macdicator and obviously stream for a bit, but doing it 2 times a day is exhausting. So and right now I don't have a huge following, even if we do have 7,000 subscribers from the NQs. So anyway, but I do hope you guys stay green today. FOMC today, interest rate decision today. They are probably lowering the interest rate, so that's already priced in. So trade vigilantly, and I hope you have a great rest of a trading day. Peace.
Gas beats on the vibe. TWB, we locked in.
Yeah, charts run deep when the lights go low. Alex on stream, letting all of it show. No hype, no cap, just the honest flow. We don't guess here, we just let it go. Watching Bookmap like it's painting truth. Every level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose. You see red, you panic, we see red, we wait. Discipline, the difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. TWB taught me how to trade and lead. Think with bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want thrills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast, trying to move like greats, but greatness waits, that's the part they fake. Seen people blow bags off a single loss. Ego loud when you don't know the cost. Alex talking, I just take the notes. Every word hit different when your soul's that close. I don't need hype, I just need that zone. I don't need signals, I can see it on my own. Flow with the tape, heart on chill. Master the mind, that's the real skill. Think with bookmaps, feel that pace. TWB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too. Yeah, think with bookmaps, feel that pace. TWB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too.